You're listening to Rage Across the Northwest, a Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios. Previously on Rage Across the Northwest, our pack woke up in the morning and got ourselves together after a late night of drink and song and went to go see Sunshadow, head of the local set. Moon revealed during that meeting that Lion, yes, the Lion, had awoken and set a goal for us to foster the next coming of the White Howlers before the Black Spiral Dancers could corrupt them again. During that talk, Sunshadow asked about the local kinfolk, and I was honest with her that part of why I was in the area was to figure out why they weren't doing as well as they should have been. She asked for some insight and requested to know how she could help, and I provided what information I could and promised I'd look into it more when I went into the city. After, Sticks and Found went out for a run in a hunt while Moon and I made our way to the Rowan and Harp in the city, where Bree told us about Maeve's addiction and requested either other kinfolk or a younger Garu to help her mind the bar and free her up to manage her tasks in service of the set. While Sticks and Found were having a heart-to-heart about all that was going on, Moon and I moved on to talk to Maeve, where we found out that not only was she what the changelings called Kinane, which means she's fey-blooded, which is something she and I have in common, to be fair, but that Killian had been visiting her himself. She also revealed that as part of her duty in keeping an eye on certain circles and subcultures in Portland, she'd been buying drugs from a dealer who turned out to be a leech, which we dealt with rather efficiently later that day. Before we dealt with the leech though, we called Killian to come talk to Maeve about her ties to the changelings. We sent word back to Sunshadow about what Bree had requested and what needed to be done for Maeve to keep her from potentially relapsing, then packed up and left in the morning for Spokane. We stopped off in the Dales for gas and food, but all of us caught wind of the unmistakable smell of the worm, and ended up stopping to follow our noses, which led us to a house where we're sure a Black Spiral Dancer is holding someone captive. We just finished fucking killing the bastard, and now Found, of all fucking Garu, is upstairs looking into who is doing all that whimpering. With any fucking luck, they won't just traumatize the poor dear further.
Now then, everybody, let's officially get started. Lost and found.
Yes.
You went upstairs. Well, you hear a bit of commotion as you're going up the stairs, but your first priority is Philodox, given that now that you have a task from an elder in a sept that did your rite of passage, and it's a task from your totem. You need to go rescue this cup.
Yeah,
this potential cup, whatever is in distress.
What Lost hears sad whimpering. Lost is running up the stairs at this.
Yeah. And as you do, you there's about 3 rooms around here, 3 rooms, closed doors upstairs, and you burst through at least 2 of them, one of which is a bathroom, the other seems to be the master bedroom. But when you get into this other room, there is this... they're not like a kid by any means, but they're definitely, I would say, probably 16 to 20. And they're kind of there looking like they've had these brands in the way of like a chain on them. And they're crying. They haven't really seemed to have noticed you're there yet.
Where in the room are they? Are they like on the floor or like what's in the room?
They're on the floor. Around the room is around the room there is some chains. There is, I mean, honestly, it's kind of weird to describe it like this, and it's so weird, but it is almost like medieval torture setup, just all in one room. And if you were of a more promiscuous nature, you would probably recognize it for what it is.
Fortunately, Lost is not of that nature and does not recognize it. This is a weird room with some chains, and there is a not adult crying.
It doesn't look like they've been it doesn't look like they've been violated in that way. However, it does look like they have been physically harmed.
Yeah, you said they look like they've been branded by the chains. Does the branding match the chains that are in the room with them, or does it look like something else?
It's kind of hard to tell.
Fair enough. Lost, seeing all of this, is so angry. but will take a moment to take a deep breath because there is an injured young thing in front of them and they cannot lose their cool right now. So they are going to crouch down low, sort of in the doorway, so that this person restrained in any way? Do they appear to be restrained, or are they just sort of there? Okay, yeah. So they're gonna crouch in the doorway so that they look a little less intimidating, hopefully, and try to get their attention. They're just gonna look over and very softly say, "Hello? Are you hurt?"
Oh, please don't. Please don't. No, not. God.
I'm not here to hurt you. What happened?
He just found me, and he took me. I don't remember what happened before. I was on my way to work, and then it's a gap, and I'm here, and I don't know what happened.
Can I do Scent of the True Form? I don't remember if I had it up last time.
This would be this one you would get for free, even if you do want to activate it right now. Total Garu.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Player and character aligned. In that case, instead of that, can I activate my Truth Earring just to be safe?
Sure.
And that's what, spending a Gnosis?
You can spend a Gnosis or you can roll it.
I would prefer to roll it.
The difficulty is the Gnosis rating on it. All you need is one success.
Okie dokie. And what am I rolling for
Gnosis.
it?
Which perma Gnosis.
Right. 1 second.
I think this is the first time you're rolling to use a fetish.
It is.
So I'm not going to expect you to know the rules.
I mean, you could. Hey, 1 success is all I need, right? Great news.
Yeah, it is. So this is only going to be working after everything they've said so far.
Yeah, no, very, very understood. Lost is going to further, try to make themselves as small and unintimidating as possible. It is all right. I think that I might be able to help. Are you injured?
Yes, I'm fucking injured. Who even are you? What's even going on? Where am I?
I think someone is trying to turn you into something you are not. I can take you to people who can help if you would come with me.
Do I have these visions of marching down this staircase? I don't understand.
Lost is trying very hard not to growl right now because they know that this is not this person's fault. Those visions are not yours. You do not have to go anywhere you do not wish to, but I would suggest that you leave here with me and we can keep you safe. I have friends who will be able to help.
And actually from this point, because they've been mostly stuck in this position, not really looking at you, they're very obviously afraid of everything going on. And now they kind of do actually look up at you. And they do kind of flinch and kind of back away just a little bit. And then you kind of see them, their eyes do this. I'll get this to you because you have full sight. They do this slight dilation and then kind of resharpen back in, almost like they are this spiritual side of being a Garu is kind of starting to poke out at them now, and they're starting to see you for what you are. Okay. Are your friends? Can they get here? Keep me safe?
They are already here. They are downstairs. I think they are dealing with whoever took you. but you are safe. You are like us, and we can help.
Okay. And they very slowly start to pick themselves up right now.
Lost is going to equally slowly stand up, still sort of hunched over a little bit in that sort of like slouch that all of us introverts do when we really don't want to talk to someone and we just want to take up as little space as possible. Yes, I'm including myself in this. So they're gonna sort of
I'm gonna be looking at 3 people on this call with that statement.
Fair. So they're trying to
included.
Yeah, they're trying to take up minimal space because they're in Glabro form right now, so they're probably pretty big to this person. But they're gonna stand up and slowly, like telegraphing all of their movements, walk over and reach out a hand for them to like grab onto if they want to.
Even with you telegraphing it, like when you're sticking that hand out, they do flinch away again as they're picking themselves up. And they're just going to kind of keep their distance, but still expecting you to keep them safe.
Yeah. Lost will flip their hand up in a sort of pacifying motion. Come with me downstairs. I will make sure that you are safe, and we will talk to the rest of my pack about how best to help you next. And they will work to guide them down the stairs and just be on hyper alert for, is there anything else living or undead upstairs that could come after this person? And, how do we make sure that they don't come to any further harm?
Yeah. And, go ahead.
Do we hear them coming down the stairs?
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say. You guys, the rest of you do start to hear them. You hear Lost coming down the stairs, and as you guys, whoever looks first, you do notice one very gently, very, very, very gently tiptoeing down the stairs right now.
I don't remember. Am I in Krynos right now?
Fuck, you are. Because you shoved your fucking claws through the guy.
That's fine. I can just go back to being Hamid like anytime I want because it's my breed form. So I'm immediately going to drop from Krynos to Hamid, and I'm going to look at Styx, who I believe is still in Krynos too.
Styx is also in Krynos.
I don't believe Styx went into Krynos.
No, sorry, not Styx. It was Moon who went into Krynos because he did the killing blow of shoving the claws through.
Whoever is in Krynos, I'm going to look at them and be like, you need to shift back, and we have to deal with the body. I'm going to go intercept and grab my clothes as I go.
Yep.
So Very is like actively like tugging on her jeans as she goes towards the stairs.
Yeah, your jeans are probably a little bit more torn up than they were now. I imagine that they have some elasticity.
They do. And I've got a bunch of extra clothes in the car, so.
Yeah, because you're rich.
I am. But yeah, I'm gonna go and try and meet them at the bottom of the stairs and be a friendly face while I'm tugging my clothes on, and to give them time to shift back, get dressed, and hopefully get the body out of direct line of sight.
Styx is just. Oh. Yeah, Styx is just going to. Virons, did you hit there? Is there a basement in this house?
You'd have to go by the stairs for that.
Okay. Just in that case, just for the moment, Styx is going to drag the body back out of this front, entry room, kind of deeper into the house.
You could probably hide it in the kitchen for now from this person.
I will do that then.
Lost and Found, you were going to say something? Yeah, just when Lost sees Very at the bottom of the stairs, they will pause. And I am assuming that they've kept the young person behind them so that, if there's still stuff happening downstairs, Lost can kill it or protect the kid is what I'm going to use for now. So they'll stop. Is is it safe for them to come downstairs, or do we need to wait?
It's safe. I might want to give the others a minute to get cleaned up.
Understood. They had a cub, and Lost is going to gesture at the person behind them. And actually, they're going to turn to the person behind them and say, "This is Very. She is in my pack. She can help."
Hello, love. Yeah. Bet you had a bit of a fright, huh?
What's going on?
My friends and I got wind that there was something bad happening here, and we came to help. And we've dealt with the one who brought you and hurt you. They're cleaning up at the moment, so that you don't have to see anything too upsetting.
Okay.
Lost will turn back to Very. They did not mention more than one, but we should check.
I will look back over my shoulder and kind of call into the next room quietly. Oi, actually, never mind. She's not going to look at the other. She's going to look at Found. Why don't you go have a look around? You've got a sharper nose than the rest of us.
Found will nod and just sort of gesture to the youth to go with Very, or for Very to trade places with them, and sort of awkwardly shuffle past everyone to get down the stairs. And then when they're around the corner, they will start just like stalking everything to see if there's anything else.
Very.
Yes?
As you are in front of this cub, you notice that their eyes become cloudy and pale, and they're gonna start to freak out. Holy shit! What's happening? What's going on?
Do I recognize what's happening?
That? No. What they say, what's that? They're gonna point to the area where you just killed that black spiral dancer. Mind you, nothing is there from your end, but they're pointing to it.
Moon.
Yeah. Yes.
There's spirit hanging around in that is there a spirit hanging around in the living room back there?
Sure. Let me just go back 2 minutes where I spent a point of rage and went in Ahmed.
No, you don't have. It's okay.
That's fair.
So I was waiting to say I changed what changed in my clothes. I was just waiting to say it.
Okay. I'll be honest. I was kind of assuming you would do that. Moon does seem to be the shy type.
I have the flaw. Yeah. Cool. I hear that. Do I roll to sense anything? Or...
Fuck. This is my bad for not having the peer into. You need to peer into the Umbra. I'm gonna have you just roll it. Roll your gnosis at difficulty. You're in a city, so unfortunately, it is gonna be an 8.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Okay. Nothing bad happens if you fail this roll. It's just you're not gonna be able to peek into the Umbra.
I can't see anything right now. What are we looking for?
It's like a ghost of the guy. I swear it's him.
Very is going to. Very is making kind of like placating gesture. She's not touching them. She's being very careful not to touch them because she doesn't want to like set them off. It's all right. It's all right. Take a deep breath.
So I'm going to, if it's right there, even if I can't see it, I would like to try to speak to it, if anything. Not sure how that would work.
I will give you this. With your knowledge, you know that won't really do any, like you won't be able to. You would need to do that in the Umbra.
I'm just trying to get its attention.
However, okay, this is within your realm of knowledge. I'm just going to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
The guy you just killed really should have. He must have a spirit, like a part of his spirit attached here. It would not be in the penumbra. This would likely be in the Shadowlands that she's seeing a reflection of.
Oh, that's worse.
and she's not moving. She's pointing as if this thing is stationary, just kind of there.
Got you. Barry, are they injured?
A bit.
Alright, let's get them out of the house. It's not going to follow or anything, but I can't do anything about it from where I am. It's in the Shadowlands. Can't do anything yet.
I'll see if I can get them outside. Go out the back door so that they don't have to walk over all of that mess.
No, I want to go outside. I want to go.
I know.
My friend, I
know.
promise
Look,
you,
we're going outside. I'm gonna take you out the back door. All right. Take a deep breath. Stop looking at it. Look at me. Can't touch you.
And she's gonna like squeeze her eyes shut. She's gonna kind of like cover them with her hands as if it's like really painful. I can still see. Why is it covered in snow and ash? Everything's covered in snow and ash right now. I don't understand.
I know. We'll explain. Let's get you outside first. And if she doesn't move on her own, especially now that her eyes are covered, Fairy's going to very, very gently take her elbow and just sort of gently lead her down the steps and turn her towards the back door and not the front door.
This is weird. I gotta look at your character sheet. I mean, not that she's attracted to you, but you're still like, you have everybody's friend for your charisma, and your appearance is off the fucking walls. So she's, out of everybody that is in this house, she trusts you the most. I'm not saying she trusts you, period.
It's almost like I was built for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I will ease her down the steps and out the back door, and sort of look back at Styx. Deal with the mess, will ya?
Pretty on it.
With that, our camera shifts over to Styx and Moon. Because Moon, as far as I know, is just sitting there and kind of reporting and saying things that he was told.
Sure. He doesn't have anything to do to this thing if it's half Umbra and half Shadowlands. Like, there's nothing you can do.
No, so, there's nothing you can do. However, as you know, that it is technically not there and not doing anything and can't do anything right now. Styx and Moon, you two are the only ones in this room currently.
Styx is kind of just looking down, trying to figure out where he can hide a body in the middle of a suburban neighborhood. His current best idea is just dig another hole in the backyard. So, hey Moon.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm so sorry. Out of character, how intelligent is Styx? Like, and that's not me asking in a sarcastic way. I'm asking literally because I have an idea that Styx may be able to think of.
That is, he is at 4 dots.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, Virens.
Yeah.
What kind of oven? What kind of stove and oven does this place have? Is it gas?
I will say Styx has already ruled out. He's already ruled out burning the house down because he really doesn't want the fire to spread to surrounding houses. If that's what you're suggesting.
He's okay.
Unlikely
I'm also going to say this
in a suburban neighborhood, but
it would be a very slow process of this being done. If you go that, it's not impossible. That is a good route. However, it would be very slow because crematories they burn really hot, and even then that still takes some time.
Styx I do also have an idea that actually, you did make a good point that probably, where it also Styx has a thing that can help with that. Would Styx be able to locate the boiler of this house?
If you guys, as characters are young enough to know this. Even though most of you aren't none of you, I believe, are from the area. This house kind of looks more 70s, 80s made, and boiler is probably in the way that you're thinking went out of fashion. Because this doesn't have like a big tank boiler. It more has I'm not gonna say it. It has like a more modern-ish furnace and like water heater.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, in that case, I think Styx is just gonna default to the doing stuff with the stove to make the house to just set the house on fire.
And it taking time is the point. It means that we are far from here by the time it goes up in a fireball.
Yeah. So,
I'm not saying that's a bad idea. I think it's an excellent idea.
Yeah, I'm not saying we totally destroy the body. We don't have to totally destroy the body. We have to do enough damage to the body for them to not know how it died.
So, as Styx is beginning to fiddle with the dials on the stove, he is still talking to Moon. I'm sorry that you had to step in to finish off that spiral.
Styx, I'm going to be so honest with you. I just want to get out of this house because this thing, and he's still staring at whatever that after image is bothering me so terribly. And there's a body that you're trying to set on fire. I don't like the city. I don't like what just happened. You didn't do anything wrong. And is there kerosene or anything in this house? I don't want to wait.
There probably is if there's a garage.
Does anyone want to shout to Found to see if there's any in the basement?
I will say in a normal volume because Found is the best hearing out of all of us probably. Found, can you get the Found, can you get the kerosene out of the garage, please?
I assume that Found does in fact find kerosene in the basement.
There is, it looks like this Black Spiral Dancer does have kerosene and gasoline stored in there. They do have like a outdoor space heater, kind of old. It's like one of the older ones that runs off kerosene instead of like propane or anything.
Excellent. We're going to start the flashpoint on the body to make sure it goes up first and spreads the rest of the house. That way, if the people notice the smoke, they'll come in and find the flaming body, and the damage is already done. So, I really wish I hadn't watched all that Criminal Minds with Very all those months ago. All right.
Why did she have you watch Criminal Minds?
I'm too nice.
Okay, yeah. And then Styx is gonna just... They're making very... Huh, okay.
When Locke comes upstairs with the kerosene and information about the heater, they will say, perhaps we do not want to be here when fire starts, though fire brings attention.
That is... Okay, I know that you want this body to be gone fast, but I do think we hold off on dousing the body, just so we are very far away by the time of the house, kaboom.
Yes, however we want to do it. Let's get going. Let's just go.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Styx does finish getting the setup and walks out the back door. When he is in the backyard, Styx is going to activate the Rains of Mercy gift, just to ensure that eventually it rains here in the next 24 hours. If that's something you can do.
Also, did Lost find anything else in the basement or any evidence that this dancer was working with other dancers or
in the area?
people?
Okay. Roll me, because I should have resolved that first, and you're absolutely right. I want you to roll me perception.
Burn away all the evidence.
Yeah, roll me. I want to make sure I'm on the right sheet on what you're able to roll. Okay, no, you do know. All right, roll perception investigation. Your tracking isn't really going to come. Well, hold on. What's that rest of that say? Oh, tracking signs.
Just like, yeah, just general being able to identify things.
Yeah, I think I'll just take plain perception investigation. We'll do difficulty 6.
Okay. Well, I have 1 success.
Okay. There, you're able to find this leather. I mean, it's quite a grotesque, like leather-bound book. And it does detail something that they set up years ago in Portland to fester and kind of start to get its own ideas, roughly around the time you guys became cubs, and well, roughly the time you guys finished your rite of passage. Is that this thing should be starting up corrupting these spirits, and it was in Portland. It's kind of what this thing says, and that it says we are ushering in the new era. And it does look like they do sign off as ES. And from there, you do see a response marked from 2 days ago saying fate is working against us. And that is going to be marked, like signed at from WT.
ES and WT. Okay. Lost is going to take the book along with the kerosene upstairs and then proceeds the conversation that we had to rectify the timeline. And they're gonna keep the book on them for right now and then help with the kerosene and ovening and whatever else we're doing to set this house on fire without us being here.
And it's handled. It's so handled. The house gets set on fire and the body's baked.
We're so good at burning things.
Everything that I have seen written in our general chat right now makes me worried about our tracking history.
It's fine. It's for a story.
We grew up. I grew up in a tent. Like,
no, this is so far out of Moon Zone. Anyway,
my notes are so funny right now.
As this is set up, as you guys have done all of this, in the backyard, Very and this person are out there, and they're rubbing their eyes and like really quite hard, and then they open them up, and mind you, they're obviously irritated from them doing this. The dust, like this kind of like pale, I gotta get the right description again, like the cloudy and pale like eyes that she had have now kind of come into this really quite bright blue.
Feeling better?
Yeah, it's all the snow and ash is gone. I don't understand.
I know, and we'll explain once we're in the car. The others are dealing with things, and we'll be out of here soon. I'm parked down just down here. I'm Roisin, but most people call me Very.
Is there a reason why they call you Very?
It's like a nickname. Short for Veritas, which means truth.
Okay. Is this why?
Why what?
Why do they call you another version of truth?
Like I said, kind of like a nickname. I accomplished some things which involved getting to the truth of matters, and it stuck.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Maria Alderisi.
Maria. It's nice to meet you. Sorry it's under such circumstances.
I was on my way to work and just remember somebody pushing me out of my seat on the bus, and then it's just gone.
Aye, that happens sometimes. I'm sorry. Sure, we'll get to the bottom of what happened once we're safely on our way. Do you like music?
Who doesn't?
Excellent. We're gonna get along fine. Basically, Very is leading her back to the SUV, and they're gonna climb in, and she's gonna put music on, and basically just be like the friendly, calming presence until everybody else gets here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna present the other two options that are option A and option B. So option A is the thing that I brought up of silverware in the microwave. Option B is what Bloody Porcelain offered up with the candles.
Sticks are going to light candles and leave promptly.
Okay. I just gotta make sure.
Yeah, it's done. We've spent like 20 minutes on burning a house down. Let's go.
30 minutes.
Y'all.
It's a wonder that people don't listen to me more. If you guys had listened to me the first time, we'd be gone by now.
You were in the room.
All right. All right, I'm having flashbacks to Under a Blood Red Moon right now. You guys kind of all pile around and in the car. Maria is in the front. She's in the passenger seat in the front, and it is scooched pretty far forward.
Once everybody is in, Very will start up the car and very calmly, doing the speed limit, drive out of the neighborhood. And while she's driving, she will introduce people. It's Maria, right?
Yes, Maria.
Maria, this is Styx, this is Found, and that's Moon.
Okay.
We've all got weird nicknames.
I don't have any nicknames. That's just my name.
Don't mind them. just pat Maria's hand. And then
Lost just looks confused.
So how long were you there?
It's hard to keep track of the time. I think I fell asleep once or twice.
All right. Styx, would you do me a favor?
So what's up?
Pull out your phone and look at the local news and see if there were any incidents on buses lately.
Could phones pull up local news in 2006?
They absolutely could, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. Yes, in that case, Sticks does that.
I'm just gonna go bury myself now. I'm so old.
Why
Wait
am
for
I
me, I'm
feeling
coming
old?
too.
Listen, this is a year before I was born.
Oh my god.
Oh, you made it worse.
No. No. God. No.
I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't realize we had a fetus here.
Oh,
Stop it.
Slightly adjacent.
Okay. Yeah, you absolutely could look up.
So yes, in that case, Styx does look that up.
There is news of a supposed bus crash due to. It's blamed on it, kind of this pilot program of like hybrid buses they're trying to do, and saying that there was like this catastrophic failure that led to a crash and killed everybody in it and erased the footage.
So, yeah, looks like everybody died, no footage. They're blaming it on a failure in the bus systems, it looks like.
All right. Well, that explains that. All right. So, Maria, this is an awkward conversation. The reason why you don't remember anything after you got pushed out of that seat is because you aren't entirely what you think you are. And it sounds like you went through your shift, your first change.
My what?
You ever seen a movie about werewolves?
Yeah, and like I read the like Twilight books.
Well, we're a bit more badass than that, but basically,
I mean, that is one of our forms.
we're all we, including you, are all what they call Garu. We don't like the term werewolf. And you went through your first shift, which is why you don't remember anything. It's pretty traumatic, so our minds tend to protect us from it if they can.
Did it protect any of you?
I remember most of my first change, but I was a unique case. People who shift randomly in the middle of a crowded public thing like a bus, it's different.
It only lasted for really a few seconds, to be honest. So, not much to remember.
That man that had you is what we call a black spiral dancer. They're Garu too, but they've been corrupted and gone dark and evil. And it was trying to turn you into one like it.
Is that why he was trying to get me to fall into the spiral? The staircase?
Yes. That's exactly what he was trying to do.
He tried dragging me once, and that's why she kind of like looks at her arms. That's why it's all...
Moon?
Yeah.
Do you think you can do anything about these brands? At least make them stop hurting even if we can't get rid of the scars.
Grizz, can you get closer to your microphone?
I was actively walking away when someone asked me a question.
Sorry.
I was like, well, I have the shy flaw, so I'm just not going to talk for a second. Shit, anyway. All right. I will straight up Mother's Touch that shit.
Their rage is a 4.
What do we do when it matches?
You have to roll. You just have to roll, and you have to roll above their rage.
Yeah.
Okay. More successes, or?
I believe it's supposed to be your difficulty.
Oh, the difficulty is so that's rolling my gnosis above a difficulty of 4. I'll do a willpower on this. I'm not something that ought to do it.
Oh yeah. The scars don't fade, but she is like, if there was literally any ailment in her, it is gone. Because that is 3 10s and a 9 out of 4 dice.
The scars are still there, but she should feel better.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, I think it's he reaches over very gently, kind of like I'm not used to touching new people. And put a finger on her forehead, and it just kind of goes all the way down through, and you see like most old scars, any weary bones or aches and pains just dissipate in an instant. There you are. That you do. Got to screenshot that because that is another nutty roll from this character.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how well you're doing.
Nice.
I feel better. I just wish these were gone.
Unfortunately, with the sort of deeds he was doing, I don't think the scars will ever completely go away. On the bright side, scars tend to be a mark of honor among our people. Shows that you survived something most people wouldn't.
I was a librarian.
And now you're a librarian with some very badass scars.
Aye.
Your skin doesn't make you who you are. Remember that. It's just part of it.
Yeah.
And then he like shrinks back into where he was sitting.
Thank you, Moon. That was very kind.
Oops.
Moon, not to add to like what you're feeling, but you do, when she says that was very nice, you do actually feel this kind of, the best way to say it is like a kind of supernatural sense of pride, as if this like king or queen just bestowed you like a title in a way.
Yes, the satisfaction of a bottom. Congratulations, you beat it.
Yeah, essentially, it's a bottom being told, "Good boy."
That's not how I meant it, but you know.
Yeah, she's just kind of looking at all of you and don't understand. Can I see your phone? Do you still have that news report up? And she's gonna say that to Styx.
I can answer any questions you have.
No, just let me look at it, please.
Styx is gonna hold back for just a few seconds, and then he is going to hand her the phone.
She's gonna look at it and see the hybrid part, and they don't have. There wasn't any. It wasn't a hybrid. And she's gonna hand the phone back.
Right. So one of the things that happens when something like this goes on, and one of us has our first change, or one of the other creatures goes through their first whatever they go through, there tend to be people in the communities who know about that, and it's their job to sort of hush it up and make it look like it's something it's not, so that normal humans don't find out about us, because they outnumber us and they would probably just kill us if they knew we were real.
And they would say it was a hybrid bus?
If that was the best explanation they could make up on the spot, or the one that they could make the most believable, I know one Garu who had their first shift in the middle of a convenience store in the middle of the night, and they made it look like the whole place got held up and trashed, and that there was like a big firefight between a couple of gangs in the area, and that's why there were bodies.
It doesn't feel right. Like it's like blaming something that was trying to help this. She's kind of like now frustrated, holding her head. Trying to help something I'm supposed to fight for. It's
Gaia.
like an attack against it.
Gaia.
Yeah. It's like it wasn't a hybrid. It was blaming. It's blaming. Hybrids are supposed to help.
I know.
Why would somebody cover it up and hurt? I don't understand.
I'm guessing it might not have been one of ours.
On ours. It might not have been one of ours. That's fairly possible. The flip side is that it might have been the only reasoning they could make work on short notice. But I'd guess it was their side making it covered up. So we fight for Gaia, Mother Nature, that sort of thing. And the other side fights for what's called the worm, and the worm is chaos and destruction and darkness. And so anything that hurts Gaia, the worm wants. So if it was them that did the cover-up job, that would explain why they chose a hybrid specifically.
There was like.
Can you do me a favor before you do anything else? It's a lot to take in, and we can explain everything over time, but I genuinely think you should try to get some rest.
Okay.
Sleep makes most things better, and if you have trouble, I can try to make you something bad.
We will keep watch over you while you sleep. You will be safe.
Okay. And for like the first time since you guys met Maria, while you guys are still driving, you're like on the freeway, you're driving, you're at the edge of town, you see her actually fully relax and almost instantly fall into this deep slumber.
All right. Well.
Sorry, it was a lot, and they were just going to keep. I really don't want to use the term spiraling considering what just happened, but they're asleep now, so I will. But they needed to go. They needed to sleep for a bit.
Yeah.
I hope their sleep is peaceful and they do not have nightmares.
The question I was about to ask her was probably not one that she needed to answer right now.
Is anyone injured?
No.
I am not injured, but there is a book, and Lost will pull the book out of like their pocket or waistband or wherever they shoved it so they could have two hands to burn a house down. I think it was the dancers.
May I see it?
They'll hand it over to Moon.
Well, just gonna take a peek here. What am I rolling here?
Lost will also convey what they saw in it to a degree, but also Lost reading comprehension is not the greatest. There is something in there about them being hunted or them hunting cubs. The written word is harder than your spoken language.
I'm sure you did very well.
If they had a tail, it would be wagging.
What should I roll to weakness?
Okay, yes. I want you to roll intelligence and enigmas.
Difficulty 6.
7 with calculating. I'm assuming you're trying to like read in and decipher what they wrote.
Yeah.
I'm realizing now I'm actually gonna have to write up what the journal says.
Huh, you got it.
Oh, hey, no, I don't. Thank fuck.
No.
That happens.
Oh no.
Wow, good thing there are 2 other members of the party that can maybe read.
I'm gonna make a roll really quick. I'm gonna do this my secret place.
That is
I
an
don't
insane
like that.
number of 2s and 1s. It's wild.
That's a botch. 7 dice and a botch. God damn.
Yeah, well, that's. I mean, I got 3 10s and a 9 a second ago. I can't say anything.
Okay, and now I gotta check another
The
thing
dice
just to make
giveth and
sure.
the dice taketh away.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. From here, when you open it up
Delete that,
Yeah.
Grizzly. What are you doing? Sorry. You see that?
and start to read, this book starts to kind of. It feels callous the more you're holding it, and starts to kind of shrink in upon itself like it's a muscle being tensed, and it closes itself.
Oh, fantastic. A book with opinions.
Well, it certainly doesn't want me looking at it. It's really not good.
Other than Very, who is currently driving. Actually, basically, Styx, would you like to make the same roll?
Yes, so
If you have
intelligence
it.
enigmas.
If you have enigmas, I will allow you to make the same roll. If you want to try and read the book.
Styx unfortunately has no enigmas.
Okay, then nope.
I mean, Lost does, but I don't know that that would be effective at this point.
No.
Mary also
you
has
can-
enigmas, but she's driving.
You're driving. You know what? I will let Found make the same roll if you would like.
Sure, Found will
Because-
try.
Because as this book is being passed back to you, you guys can feel it. Like Moon, you can feel it. It does kind of start to relax when it kind of starts to sense the intentions of giving it to somebody else.
Alright.
I remember the diff being 7, but what was the pool again?
Intelligence and enigmas.
Great, this is not going to go well.
Yeah,
Actually,
you're not too smart of a cookie.
I mean, they're not dumb, but yes. All right, let's try this. Hold on.
Actually, sorry, no, you're
Okay,
you're
well,
relatively
2
smart. You just
success.
don't really have enigmas.
I have 1.
As you kind of start to read through this, you do get the sense of this book is able to be read normally, but would have, if it were attuned to you in a magic sense, this could act as a fetish, as a way of communication. But if you and like everything that you're reading in it kind of explains that, but this definitely seems to be a one-way communication with one other person, and that the person who was mainly writing in this ES, they do kind of, the S stands for strife, and it does seem to be that they have these visions of their like past selves helping enact this future plan. Like this plan has been in the process of, being fulfilled for ages.
Lost will look up from trying to read this again and say, I think this is like your boxes that you send messages through, but it seems there is only one person to send messages to. They've been planning for longer than any of us have existed, I think. It smells
then
old.
As you say, as it smells old, this thing closes itself shut again and just really starts to tense up, and this thing feels like a rock in your hands now.
Lost is going to sort of start and not drop it, but just jump a little bit because they weren't expecting a book to suddenly get heavier in their hands. And look up at like Moon and Styx in the back seat with them because Barry is driving. Is it normal for your books to suddenly heavy and not wish to be read, or is this new?
It's
Found.
very much not normal.
That's not normal.
Moon, do you think if it has a link, is there any way that somebody could track us if we keep this?
I don't know.
Fyrant.
Yeah.
As somebody who is part of a camp that interacts mostly with Fae, but also interacts, like, part of their job is to know about the other types of supernatural, is it safe to say that Very would have at least a decent idea that, yeah, somebody with magic from one of those other groups might be able to track it if they knew what it was?
I'll give it to you. This sounds like something now, this is my own knowledge as a storyteller, not being fully confident in changeling, but I don't believe they can craft magic items like this. This does seem like a mage item where
Right,
you've met like maybe one or two verbena.
Right, no, I get that. The question was, is it safe to say that she could at least guess that if a mage knew about the item, they could potentially track it?
Yeah. And you don't know who is on this WT's payroll or ES's payroll. Can't tell. No one can tell who this leader is. You don't know how far this network of people goes.
If I'm being honest, there's a chance if one of the human magic users knew about it, they could track it, but we don't know. We don't have any evidence that it would belong to one of them, considering where we found it.
So we probably should hold on to it for now.
Certainly not a Fae item. Given what it can do, I'd take it to the nearest powerful enough sept and give it to someone with a bit more knowledge than any of us has. If I couldn't get in touch with my camp specifically.
Sounds like a smart idea.
How far to the nearest sept?
We've got a bit. If I
5
remember,
hours,
yeah, we've got a bit, but we'll be there by the end of the day.
provided nothing else happens.
Provided we don't stop anywhere for more than it takes to get gas.
And
food.
And food. Aye. Have you gone through everything we put in that cooler back there for you?
Lost looks a little bit sheepish, and just looks distinctly away out the window like a dog who knows what you've told them to do and is choosing not to respond.
Anyone who looks in the cooler will see if you bought any junk food or anything else, that's still there.
I imagine that the cooler was actually just all of the like raw meat that we had at the old the place where we last were, because we had to take it with us anyway. Yeah. And it's the only thing Lost will eat. So
yeah, I was gonna say that's all gone.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Lost, but you might just have to do without for 5 hours.
Lost looks stricken at that and is actively whines just normally the way they would in lupus form because they know how else to respond to that.
Found, we have a guest trying to sleep.
Yes,
She's out.
I'm aware.
Now, if you behave yourself and don't wake them up, I may have something for you.
I would appreciate that very much. This form is uncomfortable.
Oh, speaking of comfort, would someone mind reaching back in the back and grab my jacket?
Got it. And still just hand it to her.
And then Fairy will she'll basically be holding the wheel with one hand and grab the jacket with the other and drape it over Maria so that she has a little bit of a blanket.
Yeah, using your knees a little bit to help. Oh, somebody else has something to say?
I think that was just an inhale.
Just an inhale, okay. Well,
thank you for listening to Rage Across the Northwest. If you enjoy this story, please make sure to subscribe and review wherever you're listening to our podcast. You can find more of our actual plays on our website at www.hallowedhavenstudios.com. Please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/hallowedhavenstudios. Your support helps make more stories like this possible.
our group set off from the Dales with Maria, just wrote her name down, Maria Alderisi. And you guys have been driving for about an hour, and it's about noon right now. Getting close to. And you see on the horizon this shade. I think is the best way to put it. It is like this whole area is covered in a shade, and you see buildings that are there as well. Meanwhile, nothing should be indicating that there should be any cloud cover or any shade in the area. There's not even the trees are casting the right.
So like a shadow?
Yeah, shadows.
Okay, I was just shade is a very versatile term that could mean a lot of different things, dude. You've got to be more specific.
Yeah, shadow is right. I'm using shade because I'm thinking about a very specific thing, and I'm realizing I'm giving it away.
Okay. So there's a shadow over a city in the distance. Is this a place where there should be a city?
Also, no, it's not on the map.
Oh, wait, am I losing? What am I?
Hold on.
What?
Is everybody seeing this?
Yep.
Okay.
You're just one driving, so I'm pointing it out to you first.
Well, that makes me slightly uncomfortable. How far away are we?
I'd say you're about, I'm going to be generous, I'm going to give you about 10 minutes out.
Is there an exit before then?
Yes, is your plan to go and investigate?
No, my plan was to pull the fuck over so that we could discuss what's happening before we potentially drive into the, I don't know, thing that isn't supposed to be there.
Yep.
I do deal with Fae. Seeing things that aren't supposed to be there is usually a heads up that there's something wrong.
Yeah, this...
Or that I've gotten too close to Fae things.
Yeah, this doesn't seem at all Fae.
I didn't think so. So yeah, I am taking the next exit to make sure that we don't drive directly into whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, there's a kind of this like pullover, being accurate about this. Yeah, there's this kind of like pullover spot that leads to, it's called Frontage Road. Kind of goes into this almost lake area, like almost as if it's like a truck, like one of those old truck runoffs.
Okay, well, that's not exactly an exit, but that'll do, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not exactly an exit, but it is a decent place to pull off and act like.
Get a look at this
wrong.
place from a distance. So I will pull off. And look back at the others. Why are you the only one seeing that?
Seeing what?
And Very will point. That.
The buildings? Town? City?
There's not a city there on the map, but she'll pull out the road map and show it to them.
Found will look at that and look at the buildings on the horizon in front of them, but There are buildings there.
I know. There's not supposed to be. Can I make like a roll or something to figure out what the fuck we're looking at, considering that it's got a weird shadow over it and everything?
Everyone's gonna get out of the car.
I am at it.
No. Who is in the car other than Marie? Other than Maria?
Did we all get out? I didn't.
You can all get out, or you can all stay. Like, somebody can stay.
I thought she was pointing it out from inside the car. That's my misunderstanding.
She did both.
Okay. Yeah. Can we know what role would you like to produce?
Yeah, I'll look at it. Is anyone? I don't think any of you are from the same. Well, Lost and Found is technically the closest. This is not a thing in your area of knowledge.
No,
Let's see.
Human cities are not a thing that they would be aware of, other than how to avoid them.
Or the legends thereof.
Yeah.
We're gonna take. I will take a cult from. We're gonna do occult and wits. I would almost call for academics, but nobody really has academics of like cities or anything like that.
Occult and wits.
Yep, bit of a weird combination.
Difficulty?
6.
Spending a willpower.
Okay. God damn.
3, 4, 2.
Lost and Found, you want to try, or do you just want to not do it?
Well, I don't have a cult, so I could try, but I don't think it will go well. Yeah.
You all have a lot more experience in the human world, especially Very and Styx. But Moon, I'm going to start with Moon and Styx in particular first. You both know of ghost towns. There are these towns that, while at some point they were active and real, functioning cities, something happened and everybody's just gone. However, it almost seems like somebody might have worked magic or something in the Umbra is happening to draw shadows over this area and cause something to be here. I will say this does kind of seem like a literal ghost town to you. Pretty much all of you can understand it, so it feels like a literal ghost town, but Styx and Moon, you two do have that extra knowledge.
Okay, just to clarify, because I feel like it was said backwards. It looks like a ghost town, but it's being pulled through the Umbra for some reason.
Yeah.
So okay, cool.
Yeah, it was said backwards, but that's because my thinking is backwards.
You're right. I keep reorient my processing. I think it's being pulled through the Umbra there.
How the fuck does a whole city get pulled through the Umbra? I didn't.
Well, it's there and not. What you already can see, it's just the shade of the town.
So it's gonna cause problems for us. I don't want to take her there after what she saw in that house. We need to get her to a scepter where she'll be safe.
This is the only way through.
Are we gonna have to drive directly through this, or are we driving by it because it's like all beside the highway? Interstate, whatever.
Nothing's stopping you from just driving through.
I'm asking, are we going to be forced to drive through by staying on the road that we're on, or can we go around it?
Oh no, you would have to drive through. But there's nothing. What I am saying is that there's no reason for you to stop, as far as you know.
Yeah, that as far as I know is part of what concerns me.
We'll do our best to keep her asleep and make sure she doesn't see anything, but it doesn't seem like we have a choice.
If I drop to 4 legs, I could scout.
I would much rather you stay with us on the end, just in case something is actually in there.
Especially if it's finding its way over. None of us should be alone if we're going anywhere near the Umbra. None of us should be alone.
Great overlord of the sky and stuff like that. My spirit heritage tingling and all with this shit?
Nothing is happening yet. Perhaps if you get closer, something will. Like when you are driving through on the interstate, something might happen.
I'm asking before we do that, just in case. And would ancestors to tingle anything?
Ancestors, do you have the merit?
I have 3 dots in an ancestor. 2 dots in ancestors.
No, I know that. No, I'm more looking for a specific thing.
I do not have the same ancestors or anything.
Or ally. It's not exactly tingling, but it does feel... Okay. It's not... Found and Moon. Your ancestors aren't tingling. This doesn't feel like it's like super in your face or anything and like spidey sense yet, but it does feel like they're more present than they usually are, but just a tiny little bit at the moment.
Found's hackles raise a little bit at that, and they're gonna sort of growl slightly and sort of shift their shoulders. And then say out loud, I would prefer to be on 4 legs at this point, if possible, if we're going closer to the Umbra.
Once we're back in the car, nobody can see you. You're welcome to shift back.
They just nod and go back into the car.
Alright, let's try it out.
Fairy is shaking her head, but she gets back in the car. She looks deeply not okay with the idea of driving a cub into this, whatever it is.
Above the table, do I need to roll to get back to Lupus?
It's your breed
No,
form.
you could just go back to it automatically because it's your breed form.
Great.
Grizzly, no, we cannot hear you if you're talking.
Oh, yeah, no, we haven't. I can't hear you at all.
Oh yeah, I nothing.
But I will start the car back up and pull us out.
Okay. Do you kind of want to wait just a second before we?
Hi, yes, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I've been talking since I was talking a lot while we were on break, and I thought that I was getting cut off or something. Nope, my mic just broke. I'm back now.
Sorry.
No, yeah, sorry. I was asking if I could ask a question for Styx.
Yeah, go ahead.
You mentioned that this is like kind of like shade and shadows. I know it might not work this way. Is there any way Styx could maybe tell if his shadow weaving gift could affect or move these weird shade shadow ghosty things?
I don't want you to waste resources. I'm gonna tell you it's not gonna.
Okay. Thank you.
Now we're getting in the car, right?
Yeah, I'd say we were in the car. Okay. I have started back up. We were on the road. I think because this is something that Very does to soothe herself and others. Very is, while she is driving, she is humming, and will occasionally kind of reach over and like, I don't know, just like stroke Maria's hair to try and keep her asleep.
Okay.
Can I kind of peer into the Umbra while we're going there?
Yes. The closer you get, we're gonna say you're about 5 minutes. Just gonna give you about, guys, a little bit of a 5-minute jump. I want you to roll it at difficulty 6.
1.
All right. So when you peer into the Umbra, it's kind of weird. You're seeing the material world and the Penumbra and the Shadowlands all at once. So you do actually have this, kind of more earthy, healthy-ish vision of the Penumbra here. You see that as like one slice, and then you see behind that is like the material world, and then behind the material world aspect is also the Shadowlands just breaking. And there is also one teeny tiny speck of light that goes through every single one of those lenses or slices.
Okay. Yeah, he'll keep trying to focus it as they get closer.
As you guys get into the edge of the town, everyone except for Moon at this point technically does see that this is like this whole town was like, it looks like it should be here originally, but something wiped it out of reality and sent it into the underworld. So you see these translucent houses. You can vaguely see people in it as you're like driving by, and it feels as if the car is going slower while it still reads that you're going about 70, but the world is passing by slower. And all of you notice only one building actually seems to be real, and it is the Americana classic, like middle of the road abandoned gas station.
Did I roll again to look harder? I'm not sure.
From there, at that point, you do, Moon, you will see is like, as you guys are driving closer, and at that point, that thing is lit up like a beacon for you. And I would say at this point as well, you will start to feel this aspect of, I think, heart kind of start to come out of you, and kind of like if you were to like look at yourself, and anyone who does look at Moon, by the way, you do see these like faintly pulsing lights coming from him, but it's very faint, and they're blue.
Moon?
It's glowing.
Getting a weird sort of glare off my rearview mirror from you. Is everything all right?
That station is glowing so bright. I can see it. It's shining. I could feel hot coming from it.
Is this a thing you want me to stop for? Can we keep going?
It's a really good question. I think we should keep going. We have a cub with us, and I don't know what this is.
Are you sure? I could stay with her and let you three go investigate.
If you're okay with it, I don't want. If you're okay with it, you just.
I really do not think it's a good idea to stop here.
I want to investigate, but
if this is something that could hurt others, we should stop and try and prevent it from doing that.
Aye, that's what I was thinking.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to pull over on the opposite side of the road. You are going to have to cross it to get to it. I'm going to keep the car as far away from that as I can without completely leaving you.
Okay.
And that's what I'll do. I'm going to pull over like opposite the road that this is on.
Yeah. So
that I'm like on the shoulder on the other side, you know?
Yeah, no, I fully understand. And as you do, that's kind of like when your speed actually does feel like it's starting to reflect. Your speedometer feels like it's reflecting what is actually happening now, as it just very sharply goes from like 70 to fucking 50, and then it actually looks like you're braking now.
Oh, that's really off-putting. All right.
Otherwise, your braking is as normally smooth as it is.
I will stop and put it in park and look at the other three. All right. I'll give you 5 minutes. And if one of you doesn't come out and let me know that you're all right in 5 minutes, I'm going to come in there and start tearing things apart.
Should one of us stay here with you? We should not be alone here.
Moon's gonna get out of the car.
X is going to bid out and follow Moon.
Lost is staying in the car until Very answers, because right now she's the only one that can understand them.
If you want to stay, you can, but I think I'll be fine.
Lost looks genuinely torn for a moment and then goes with Moon and sticks without saying anything.
Alright, what are we looking at? We're looking at a big glowing building.
You see a big glowing building, essentially. You could stop peering through the upper now if you want to give your eyes some rest. That way you're not blinded. As the other two do see, again, the very classic abandoned gas station kind of thing. And this is the only thing that actually seems real about whatever you're driving through.
Just as a side note, Very is going to send off a couple of texts with like the rough address and a description of this place to some of the kinfolk back in Portland so that people know where we are just in case something goes wrong.
So Maeve and Bree. It's good to know.
Probably Bree specifically.
Okay.
Bree is the more responsible of the two.
Maeve's got some shit going on.
She does. So I'm sending it to Bree and basically saying, if you don't hear from me in like an hour, make sure that Sunshadow gets this address and description.
Maybe she'll probably shoot back. Maybe I should send this to Sunshadow now, just in case.
I was under the impression, out of character, you told us a few weeks ago that we couldn't just call where Sunshadow is.
Correct.
No, you can't, but she can send word. She can send word to Sunshadow.
That's why I'm texting her.
Yeah, Bree sends word to Sunshadow. She's saying, like, maybe I can send word to her now and then send word again when you're done, or, they'll panic.
I mean, that's fine. The only description I'm sending is what the gas station looks like. I'm not describing the weird ghost city or anything like that, because we have to be careful about what we send via text.
Absolutely. Project Twilight is technically still active. But yeah. So yeah, classic American abandoned gas station is kind of this vibe goes out. Yet the door just fully swings open and you see a man there who looks a little bit glassy-eyed, and he goes like, "Hello, welcome in. What can I help you with? Need anything on pump 1?
I don't know if I want to turn off peering into the Umbra at that point.
You don't have to.
I want to see what I'm looking at. If what is this thing?
He looks like a normal human right now.
Hello, friend.
Hi, what can I help you with?
Just looking for a bite to eat.
Oh, we got some great snacks over here, and he'll kind of step out from behind the counter, and he'll point out to an empty shelf. Yeah, there's some great snacks here. My personal favorite is this Chex Mix, and he looks like he grabbed something and is holding it up for you.
Sounds pretty good. How long have you been working here?
Oh, I've been working here for about 3 years now.
Mm-hmm. How do I figure out if this is a spirit or not?
Oh, you can tell this isn't a spirit. That you know that.
Kind of meant in him.
Oh, in him.
He said he's glassy-eyed.
Yeah. Perception alertness, I guess.
So, as Moon is talking, Styx is going to start kind of just making his way around the gas station, kind of hearing that interaction. He's going to pretend like there's things on the shelf that he's looking through, but he's really trying to get a lay on the location, see if there's anything weird that he sees.
Sorry, say that again.
He's gonna kind of pretend to be looking through these non-existent snacks, but mainly he's trying to get a vibe on the location and see if he can notice anything weird.
I didn't know if it was diff 6 or not, so I don't 7 and I got 1.
It would be diff 6, so that'd be 2. You don't see a spirit in him, though you are getting a feel on your spiritual side that there is a large thing of gnosis around. It's kind of hard to pinpoint, though. Styx, I mean, this guy just seems like he's hallucinating. Nothing else seems entirely out of the ordinary.
Yeah, nothing in the physical building itself that's jumping out.
Not from where you are, unless you try to stealth behind the counter, that stuff. However, I'm just gonna consolidate people all into one thing. That way I'm not managing like 2 roles and shit. Like 2 roles, one in a general chat and all that stuff. So yeah, generally all of you notice really nothing too out of the ordinary, except for Moon, who's getting this feeling of a large amount of gnosis in one area.
And this guy is not reacting to the fact that they have a large wolf with them at all?
Nope.
Ooh, where's the area of gnosis?
That would be behind the counter. And as he kind of like puts this bag of Chex Mix back, he kind of steps behind. So yeah, I mean, do you guys want like, you know, you can grab yourself some soda. There's some cups for, you know, a slushy machine.
Mind if I join you back there?
I do. You're not supposed to be back here.
No, just for a brief moment. Just want to talk real quick.
Lost is going to try and slink around back as soon as Moon mentions, "Can I join you back there?"
Yeah, I want you to roll Dex of Stealth. Lost and Found. Moon, are you trying to?
I'm trying to earn his trust. I have trustworthy and 5 dots of charisma right now. Like, I'm
Okay. Yeah.
It's like I would need to use that charisma at some point.
Yeah.
Look, I like you and all, but I don't know you, and I'm not really like my boss says I'm not supposed to have people back here.
Well, my mistake. My name is Donnie, and I was hoping about talk about possibly being hired here, but I don't really want to do that when you may have customers walking in. So may I join you back there?
Oh, let me get you an application, and then you can fill it out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he'll actually go into the back now.
Cool. I'm gonna walk around by the counter.
Yeah. Lost and Found, you are able to slink away. Unfortunately, there is, well, you're smart enough, and with your paws and everything, you do kind of like stand, like you do the dog kind of like jump, stand up kind of thing, and you get your paw on the door handle, and luckily it's on a doorknob, and you're able to pull it down and back for you to get in.
Oh, they were just going to follow in behind the guy when he walked in that way. They were going to get around the counter and then presumably just follow him in when he opens the door. Why do all of that extra effort?
That's my bad. Yeah, misinterpretation. My bad. Yeah, you are able to do that as well. Sticks.
Yes.
What do you do?
I imagine he probably would just join Moon and Found now that the man has left the.
Well, Found is off doing their own thing right now.
Oh, okay. In that case, he's just going to hang by the hang by the counter near where Moon is.
Yeah, Found snuck in behind the guy. Moon is now behind the counter. Behind the counter, you do see stacks of real money. And there is a gun, some chalk. I'm trying to think what else would be needed, and a tooth.
I'm gonna look at that tooth.
It's a tooth.
Okay. And I tell if it's the source of the gnosis, like what of the.
It is not. No, I will tell you when you find it.
How?
It is in the. Like I said, it's in the back.
I thought you said it was behind the counter.
I believe I said in the back. It is behind the counter in the back. Back.
I will follow Lost to the back.
Okay. Sorry I didn't make that clear. Yeah, can you give me a Dex and stealth roll?
He's not sneaking.
Okay. You're just gonna walk in there. All right. And you can see the guy, he's holding a empty clipboard. Oh, Eager Beaver, aren't you? Oh god, what was it?
Am.
What's your name?
You can call me Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. Okay, sure. Well, Michelangelo, here is the application. I'll, if you don't mind, I'll just, nobody else has been here all day. I guess I'll just, wait while you, fill it out, and then I'll, email it over to my boss. And do you see him look over at his, really early 90s computer?
Can I see the source of gnosis in the back?
Yeah, it's tucked behind the desk where the computer is.
Sticks behind there.
Oh, could you repeat that?
Sticks behind there, and he'll point behind where the computer is.
Yeah. Yeah, Sticks is gonna, I think, go look. Is that what Moon was trying to get Sticks to do?
Yeah.
Then Sticks is gonna go and look.
I'll have you roll perception occult at difficulty 8. Sticks. What are you having your
spending a willpower?
Okay. What are you having your friend look for there?
Where do I sign? What am I signing to fill out here?
Oh, it's a application. You said you were looking for a job, right, Michelangelo?
Who's it there?
Yeah, no, just, you need to fill out, I need some references from you, and, I know you can't get the, letters of recommendation from them right now, but I imagine you'll be able to as soon as you leave. And then you're going to fill out this and this.
He's just
and
distracting him. He's just So he's distracting.
And while he's pointing all that out, Styx, you find this orb. It looks mostly mundane. It looks mostly mundane, but just something about it sticks out in your eyes that's going like, I don't feel like that's right. I don't feel like this is right here.
Does Styx feel like anything bad would happen if he were to touch the orb?
Don't know until you touch it.
Styx is going to very tentatively reach out and attempt to pick up the orb.
Okay. Do you do anything?
No. No,
Okay.
he's picking up the orb.
Then for now, nothing else happens. Nothing happens. And this guy seems oblivious to what you were doing with it right now.
Yeah, let's go to the front and try to finish this off.
Okay, sure. I mind helping. You know what? It's also beneficial for me because what if somebody comes in?
Absolutely.
Where'd that, didn't you come in with a friend and, shoot.
So
something
is
else.
age your current age, or when you were born? And he's just completely walking to the counter and letting Styx walk behind them. Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah. I mean, you're just still distracting him, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Yeah, Styx. Do you mind if I just switch over to Styx?
Yeah, I'm just distracting the guy. I didn't want to hurt him.
I just want to make. I'm making sure. Yeah, Styx. Blast, what are you doing? Whilst you're there, you see Styx holding this orb. To you, it does seem very monochrome. Styx.
What does it smell like?
Nothing.
Can I ask what the orb appears to be made out of?
Crystal. The more you're holding it, the more crystal it looks.
Does it smell like crystal?
This seems to be the source of whatever's happening here. I don't really know what to do with it, but
Is
I think
there...
we should take it out of here.
Lost is, at this point, looking for another exit to see if there's like a back door in this back area, or if the only way out is back through the front where
There's
everyone
back
else
door.
went.
There's a back door.
Lost will walk over to Styx and like grab the edge of their coat in their teeth and tug on it in the direction of the back door, and then drop the coat and start walking towards the door and like reach up and grab the handle in their teeth so they can open it and get out.
Okay. You doing anything else with the orb? I just really want to make sure.
I mean, he might like put it in his pocket for a bit, but no, he's just holding the orb, taking it outside for future examination. I guess I don't really know what he could do with it.
Okay. Do you also leave through the back door, or do you go through the front?
He follows Found, because Found was trying to lead him out the back door.
Yep. All right.
Yes. And once they're outside, Lost will try and get Styx to come with them or back, like to loop back around to the front of the building and to Barry.
Yeah, Styx is just still following.
Yeah, it's all possible.
Do I see them crossing the road back towards me with a glowing orb in Styx's hand?
And no Donnie.
And no moon.
When they get close enough for Barry to hear them, Lost will growl and say, Moon is inside distracting the two legs. I don't know that anyone should be holding that. It smells like nothing.
I think it seems like this is the source of whatever's happening here, but it also appears to be doing quite literally nothing.
Law says it doesn't smell like anything.
I mean, but it is also made of crystal, and crystal doesn't typically smell like things.
Right, but
Probably just gonna set it down and wait for Moon to get out here and take a closer look at it.
Can I make like an occult check or something, Virens?
Yeah, make a...
I've seen a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, make a perception occult, I guess.
Difficulty?
What exact... Are you looking for like a magical property that it has? Is that what you're trying to look for right now?
I'm trying to figure out what... At least get some sense of what the fuck we're looking at.
Okay.
Before they bring that shit anywhere near the car and the cub that's inside.
Okay. Yeah, perception occult diff 7.
I'll burn another willpower for 1 success. Thank God for willpower.
Yeah. Technically, it's safe to be around entirely. It is magical.
Yeah, that much was obvious. I didn't need to roll for that, Virens.
I know. I just... yeah, it's safe to be around.
Do I have any idea what kind of magic we're looking at? Is it Garu magic? Is it mage magic? Is it changeling magic? Is it leech magic?
The closest is not changeling, it's not leech, most definitely not Garu. Garu would not fuck around with the underworld like this.
So it's either death magic or mage magic. Possibly both, because mages can kind of fuck with everything.
Yep. You do have some passing knowledge of Verbena stuff, because I do... oh, fuck no. It's the dream speakers who fuck with spirits. You know of a Verbena and a dream speaker?
Probably Verbena too, because Verbena and dream speakers both are tied to druids, which are heavily, like, Celtic stuff.
Yeah, they do life, and Verbena, the dream speakers help deal with spirits. Yeah, you... know roughly, you haven't interacted with the dead, like the underworld, much, because like most people know to respect that, because in most, if not all of mythology, fucking with death never leads to anything good. So your possibilities are a mage fucked up, or something from the underworld is trying to come through.
And this orb seems to have something to do with it.
It is essentially allowing something to happen and allow the underworld to start coming through.
Okay. Cool. I have no idea what to do about this. I'm gonna be fucking real with you. Because we can't just leave it. That's what it's doing is not good.
You probably shouldn't break it either, because
I just finish what I'm doing so I can go?
Yeah. Just
I'm just gonna throw it out there that you were in there for 25 minutes. I've gotten to talk for 5.
No, that's not it.
Well, I was gonna say that, like, while Very and Styx are figuring shit out, Lost is gonna go back to the front door of this place and bark at Moon to get him to come out.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying I want to see it's part of the scene. I'm just saying get my attention. But sorry.
So y'all have essentially abandoned Moon right now.
No, they didn't.
Okay. So Moon now joins the conversation.
No, I'll just let them keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah. So, Very, you're throwing it out there.
I'm not throwing anything.
No, I know you're not throwing it literally, but...
So if Moon is back, Very will go, well, I can tell you that that's the reason that the land of the dead is this close to the land of the living, and that's not fucking good. So we can't just leave it.
No, we can't.
Is this maybe another case of... I was just about to say that, yeah. Might be the smartest plan.
Do I have any kinfolk in the city where the sept is?
Where you're going?
Yeah.
So in Spokane, the 2 kinfolk that you have, and pull out my little connection map again.
Like, I made my kinfolk, but you didn't tell me where most of them were. So except for Maven Bree.
Yeah, and I did say last week that Siobhan and
Declan and Siobhan are both there.
They're in Spokane. Declan is the cop. He basically helps do rehabilitation and send people to Siobhan's way.
Right, but he's also a cop, which means he's usually in his car on the road, which means he has a little bit more freedom to move around during the day. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to make a phone call to Declan. Also, what's the name of the sept up there? What's the name of the sept leader?
Name of the sept leader. Give me just a second. This is the thing about having check 21 pages worth of stuff. It is their D name is River Watcher. Their first name is Calvin. You know they are a child of Gaia.
Okay. Yeah, I'm calling Declan.
So yeah, rings about 4 times. You're nervous that he's not going to pick up, and then he picks up. Sorry, I had to pull over to the side of the road. What's up?
No problem. Listen, how hard would it be for you to get to Calvin?
He's probably leading like the God, what do they call it? I never paid enough attention to it. It's like a tribal dance in the park. It's meant for spiritual healing.
Does that mean you could get to him quickly?
Right, oh, yeah, no, I just gotta drive downtown, just pull over wherever.
I need you to do that. And I need you to tell him that we found a bauble and it might be rubbing up against some barriers and making them go thinner than they should be.
Okay,
And then ask him to call me back.
Okay, I'll give him your number.
I appreciate that.
All right, I will see you soon, I guess.
Thank you, Declan. I'll see you in a bit.
All right, safe travels, Roisin.
Yeah, she will hang up and look at the others. Well, we can't fucking leave it. And I'm a little nervous about moving around with that thing. But also, we've got to wait for him to get to Calvin so that Calvin can tell us whether or not we should bring it there. I don't know what happens to a cairn when something like that gets close to it.
Yeah. We don't know, we have really no way to know how long it has been here, and so how long it took to make all of this. I'm guessing it probably hasn't been for long, because either somebody would have found it, or if they haven't, then that means that there's somebody here to stop people from stopping it. And either way, I think we probably should at least try to get out of the bounds of the city for now. See if things start to go back to normal after the orb is outside the vicinity, I guess.
Aye. All right. Grab some clothes out of the back and wrap it up, and keep it as far away from the front seat as possible.
I was just going to offer to just walk. I don't even want to get near the van with the cub in there.
You are not walking the next 4 hours worth of driving all the way to Spokane. That's not going to fucking happen.
Oh no, I don't care. Not all the way to Spokane, just outside of the Ghost City limits for now. Sorry, I for some reason in my head, I thought the plan was to get outside the city limits and then wait for the call back from the set person.
When Styx mentions that they will walk to the city limits, Lost will look at Very and say, still in lupus form, sorry, I got distracted by something in chat, made the thought leave my head. Apologies. So Lost will look at Barry and say, perhaps it could just be put farther in the back so that it is away
That's what I suggested, and then he just said he wouldn't do it.
No, I mean, Six will do it. I just misunderstood our character, what the current plan was.
Sticks, just wrap it up, put it all the way in the back of the car.
Will do.
I'm not leaving anyone alone with the thing that might be thinning the veils between worlds. That's just not going to fucking happen. Now everybody get in the damn car.
Lost will hop in the car.
It's safe to say Moon and Sticks hop in?
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure. I figured Moon might, but I wasn't sure about Sticks. So you all drive. You guys get just outside the vicinity of this shadow bubble, and nothing happens. And you kind of like look at the time in your car, and it seems that, oh god, you guys were there for what, maybe half an hour. It's really how long it's been, is you guys were there for half an hour and nothing's changed when you leave that
city is still
bubble.
there?
Yep.
What in the name of all that is good and holy?
Were we able to actually leave the city?
Yeah. You're outside the bubble, just outside of it right now.
Huh.
Just waiting to see if there's any other reactions.
I mean, I'm gonna wait and see if we get a phone call before I get too far.
Yeah, I think you probably drive at least. You kind of drive and slow down a little bit after about 5 minutes, and you do get that phone call. And because I do believe Very is a safe driver, she does pull onto the shoulder to take the phone call.
Nobody in 2006 pulled over to take a phone call, but that's fine.
No, I know he didn't, but I would like to believe that she's a safe driver to our modern standards.
Yeah, she'll pull over and put the phone to her ear. Hello?
Hi, is this in Vino Veritas?
Hi, it is. Listen, we're on our way to Spokane, and I have a very hard time making that sound. Anyway, we found a particularly shiny bauble, and it's let's say it's bringing a lot of shadows where there shouldn't be shadows, if you get what I'm saying.
Called you by your deed name. This is an encrypted line. I had one of my glasswalkers make sure.
Oh, well, it would have been nice if you just said that out loud. We found an orb glowing like the fucking sun, but it's in the middle of what looks like a ghost town that's been pulled over from the realm of the dead.
Anything alive there?
There was a man in an abandoned gas station who's, as far as I'm aware, I think that's who Moon was talking to, what that I could see through the window.
Put me on
He
speaker.
appeared human.
She will put him on speaker and then repeat for repeat for found. Lost and Found says he appeared human, and I assume that means he smelled human.
Yes.
Moon, anything unusual about him?
No, he was a human being.
But it was an old abandoned gas station. Clearly hasn't been in service for years.
Interesting.
Correct. Most of the machinery and everything inside was from several years ago.
Where's the orb now?
We have it. We got it just outside of the limits of that ghost city to see if the ghost city would go away, and it didn't.
Moon, I heard you speak. Go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry, I thought I heard you. That's my bad. River Watcher does not say that then. Try to break the orb, see what happens.
Are you sure?
With the information you've given me, there are two things. We either leave this alone and essentially expose to the mortals that the underworld is real and active, or you try to break it and it'll go away. If it's
right.
glowing bright and packed with nonsense, then I believe that is the only thing holding it there. If there was one singular man, I have an idea of what happened. Break it first, then I will tell.
All right. She will look back at our third. Would you like to do the honors, or would you want one of us to do it?
I think Moon actually looks embarrassed. I'm pretty sure we should leave with the sticks.
Alright. She'll look over at Sticks.
Like Sticks was already about halfway out of the car when the elder said to break it. So yeah, if nothing else stops him, he's gonna grab the orb, walk a pretty good distance away from the car, and then just try to bring his clave down on the orb.
Okay.
Any rolls I need to make, or does it just break?
I need to make a roll. Okay. When you strike your clave down on it, your clave does leave a dent and it cracks, and you see this kind of almost tar-like, but definitely not smelling like that. It just starts to seep out, and the more it does, the more this thing fractures and then eventually just shatters. And as you look behind, as you look behind yourself, the whole town's gone.
Alright. Well, it looks like it worked. It's gone, and Sticks managed to break the orb and doesn't seem any worse for wear.
I am, in fact, not possessed by evil ghosts, so I think this is a win.
That sounds like something someone possessed by evil ghosts would say.
He's not possessed by evil ghosts found.
River Watcher also says he's not possessed by evil ghosts.
He's looking pretty pale, though, found.
He always looks pale. Don't make the lupus nervous.
Please don't. They're so rare.
I'm not that pale, am I?
I wouldn't know. You all look the same to me.
Excuse you.
All right. Settle down, Cleoth. Settle down. I'll explain what happened over the phone, and then you will regale me with everything that happens on your travels when you get here.
Alright, just to give you a heads up, since we're getting back on the road, we're bringing a cub with us.
You found a cub?
Rescued her. Aye. She's been tortured.
Interesting. Okay, well, save that tale for when you actually get here. That sounds like something that should be talked about in person.
Will do. She will wait for people to climb back into the car and keep him on speakerphone and let him explain while we drive.
Yep. Yeah, as soon as people do, he'll kind of start saying, what happened, very likely, is that somebody in the past was awoken and began experimenting, driven by loss, madness, elation, whatever strong emotion they were feeling. Likely loss, since it's the underworld. And poured, well, they did a ritual, likely, and poured their, what my friend calls their quintessence into the object, and likely something went wrong. And they were probably lost in their own mind while their body was doing something else, and the world moved around them. And since the ritual wasn't done properly or safely, the entrance into the underworld that they were trying to make became something permanent, tied to the orb that, once broken, would release the city and town, or town whatever it was, back into the underworld. Though, if any reports I've had from any of the people I've seen travel down there, it's not likely they're going to have a great, not likely that they're going to be safe down in the underworld. It's just where they belong now.
Can I try something, Barnes?
Always.
Cool. Before they hang up, can I hold my lion talisman closer to the cup, Maria?
Yes. It grows cold in your hand the closer you get to the cup.
Cool.
And it does seem like you need to be like pretty damn close to the cup for it to start working anyhow. But yeah, it does grow a little bit colder.
Yeah, I wanted to try that earlier. But yeah. sir.
Okay. Nope, that's it. That's all he's going to say.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, is there anything else you need me to explain?
No, I think we're fine for now. Thank you for your guidance.
I will see you when you get here. Safe travels. Gaia be with you.
And with you. And she will hang up. Well, fuck.
Huh? What?
But
Welcome back to the land of the living. And she'll look down at Maria as she's driving.
Well, good morning, afternoon, whatever time it is.
It's only been a few hours. If you still want to sleep somewhere, you can.
She kind of curls back up into herself with that jacket, not even realizing it was put on her. Is there anything anyone else would like to say before I end tonight's session?
so, I think they're going to do some tests when we get there, try to figure everything out, but I think we found one, everybody.
Aye, you should have seen her eyes.
Yeah, Gil pulled up the talisman, Lion reacted, but I really hope we don't have a portal to the underworld every time we find one.
Agreed. I'd really rather not have to deal with this again.
With the orb destroyed, we shouldn't have to deal with it, should we?
Ideally, no.
But Styx is looking very, very pale.
Stop
I
trying to
am
make
not-
me nervous.
Styx still smells like sticks.
Very will just
I'm
shake
being
her.
bullied.
Will just shake her head. Mon, you've got to fucking stop. I don't know what's gotten into you. Choosing violence this way is a choice. And we'll just keep driving. We can go now.
Yeah.
Lost is
think
sticking their head out the window.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. I think that is a wonderful place for us to end tonight. Thank you for listening to Rage Across the Northwest, a Werewolf the Apocalypse actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios. Storytelling for this actual play is provided by Byrons. In Vino Veritas is played by Bloodied Porcelain. Moonspoken is played by Grizz. Sticks and Stones is played by Grizzly. Lost and Found is played by Howl. Our intro music is by Ikolikis. Our art is by Olesia Bezula at fiverr.com/Susie Nocheck. Editing is by Virons and Termite.